Tonight, we're asking Washington's governor some tough questions about safety plans after the Port of Vancouver approves a deal to ship in tens of thousands of gallons of oil by rail. It's 5 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Kelly Day. Now, soon, all of that oil is expected to go by train right through the Columbia River Gorge to Vancouver. But opponents are now pointing to crashes like these to sound the alarm. A derailment in Quebec, Canada, killed 47 people and destroyed part of a town. And earlier this month, a train carrying hazardous materials jumped the tracks in eastern Oregon. Then just yesterday, several train cars carrying ethanol derailed in Tampa, Florida. So what about safety here? Well, Carla Castano just tracked down Washington's Governor Inslee, and she's live now at the Port of Vancouver getting some answers for us. Carla?
Well, Kelly, we wanted to talk to the governor because it is the governor and state leaders who will ultimately decide whether or not this plan goes through. And the governor admits these safety questions are worth asking. What could you say to the public to let them know that this is safe?
Well, I think that there are legitimate questions.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee admits critics may have a valid point when they say a train accident will mean disaster, like when this train derailed in Quebec earlier this month, killing 42 people. Did the derailment in Quebec, did it make you rethink this project in Vancouver?
Well, our thinking has always been that we need to have the permit process followed. We need the law to be followed. We need the public to be protected.
The plan would have Burlington Northern Santa Fe trains bring crude into the Port of Vancouver for storage and then transfer it to tankers on the river. This week, Port of Vancouver commissioners approved a $45 million 10-year lease for just over 40 acres of oil terminal facilities at the port. Supporters say it's a huge win for Clark County, creating 200 construction jobs alone. But there are environmental concerns. Some are worried about the possibility of issues at sea once the oil is transferred.
A spill of really any size on the Columbia River would have an incredibly negative impact on water quality in the Columbia River and on salmon habitat. And then there's people downstream who drink the water.
The terminal would be run by Tesoro as well as the salvage companies. Now that the port is signed off, the proposal moves on to Washington's Energy Facilities Site Evaluation Council. And the governor says the state's permitting process hasn't even started.
There are some improvements that the railroad have told me that are in the offing to improve the safety of the cars involved in this, to strengthen them.
A protest of hundreds of people is expected here tomorrow at the port, with people also expected to take to the waters of the Columbia River. Live in Vancouver, Carla Castano, KOIN 6 News.